Alright guys, so we are back. Okay, just let me adjust the phone. And there we go, we are back with
This is match number 7, Warriors versus ICI Stars. And they are off to a good start. We're at 5 off 4 balls, 5 runs off 4 balls.
This looks to be a good view. Let me adjust a little bit. Just slanting on the right. Okay, so we are back and we are just adjusting our view. Okay. This looks good. Alright guys, so this is the match between
Warriors versus ICI Stars.
Warriors and Stars.
First over has been done 7 runs off 1 over.
So who's batting first?
Warriors are
Warriors
batting first, and Hamza Jali is bowling the second over.
So it's Ali, very good bowler.
Gives a full toss and it's been called as a wide. 2 umpire for this match is Puran and Adu Mujahideen. Hits it for a single and runs.
So we have some khajur, some dates, some tamar in the commentary box. I see some viewers from Dubai and Saudi, so they must be enjoying their dates, and we have our own metro dates.
Given out of white.
So it's a lead. He bowled the last over in his first match, in the last match that they played. Stars keeper, the shot guy, is a very good keeper, very good bowler, a very good
Given as another white.
That's
Both teams have won one match already, and this is the second match for both teams, ICI Stars and Warriors.
Yeah. I see some good hitters in Stars. That's Nawaz Bhai just smiling and going. In the commentary box, another full toss.
And it's given as a white.
I was telling I see some good hitters in the Stars team. You see, Dr. Ashfaq, he played excellent
In the last
in the last match. Unexpected, like 6s and 4s. He was just raining out of his bat. And then Fawaz, another very good hitter. Asif Iqbal bhai, is in very good form. And we have Nishat bhai, as we just mentioned, that very good
also
bowlers.
another young hitter. And he hits it for a single.
Hamza is looking for Yorker length, and he's
Then they
for
run
full
for
toss
2
in.
comfortably.
They want to go for a third
Overthrow,
one,
and they run for another.
got 3 runs
He got
comfortably. Can you believe this? 3 runs
Unbelievable
taken.
overthrow. Dr. Spark not happy with the overthrow.
I would praise the batsman for getting this 3 runs.
Yes.
Because with their presence of mind, they managed to take 3 runs. It's a very good running between the wicket by Irfan. Fielded by Fawaz.
That's it, and
He
Fawaz
stopped the 2 run,
stopped it.
but still, it was a single run taken. So I was mentioning about the hitters in the Stars team. We have another Irfan Rana. You see in the long off fielding for Stars. Khaja Bhai, another good strike rotator, and sometimes if you make him angry, he will go for 6.
Going for a run out, but not given.
not interested
70
at all.
runs off 2 overs and no wickets. So good start by the Warriors.
17, okay, that's good. So it's some very good score. So we see some dot balls, but the score speaks louder than what we say, louder than our words. It's 17 runs, that's a very good score. In this format of cricket, 2 overs, 17 runs without a loss. And some good gaps on the leg side we see still. But a very good bowler, one of the top bowler. If you ask me to rate the bowlers 1 to 10 out of 100 people that sign up for indoor cricket, Dr. Ashfaq, who is bowling right now, comes in the top 5. Very consistent with the pace, full of pace. He just take couple steps, he runs, but he bowls with a very good pace and very good line. The ball goes away from the batsman and it's not very easy to hit him. Dr. Ashfaq again to Irfan Bhai. There he goes again. Irfan Bhai wants to just take a single on it. Nishad Bhai is questioning the leg umpire. Why didn't he say yes to the run out or the stump that he's looking for? Irfan Bhai has to change his strategy against Dr. Ashfaq. Even if he has to take a single, he has to change the way. And one thing about Dr. Ashfaq is he bowled straight a Yorker after just hitting some bouncers, and he might go for this. He didn't. And
Goes for it, and that's a misfield from Khaja.
Khaja Bhai, you can see that in camera. Khaja Bhai, he cannot believe how he missed that, and that caused
a 2-run.
2-run. And Warrior gets these 2 runs of Dr. Ashfaq's bowling. Very good over so far. 4 balls, just 2 runs given. No wides, no extras. That's again in the same line.
And he goes for a single.
Very good over so far. 3 runs out of 5 balls. Okay, Abdul Rahim is the other batsman that we have. He will be facing the first ball of Dr. Ashfaq. If he goes for a Yorker, it might confuse him. He's a new batsman. He doesn't know the line and length of Dr. Ashfaq, and we can see what happens. There he goes, and it's
he
a
gives
wide.
it for a wide.
That's
Given
a wide. You are bowling good, and the batsmen are missing your balls. Continue the line and length and finish the over. Let's see what Abdul Rahim has to offer and what plans he have against Dr. Ashfaq. That looks like a nick. Umpire is not interested.
Umpire gives a not out.
Bowler is still appealing. Bowler is still appealing.
End of the over.
Abdul
21
Rahim
off
walks
2
back.
overs.
Abdul Rahim walks back. That looks like a wicket. The first wicket for Warriors.
Yes.
Mudassir, another favorite. He
So
walks
what do you
in.
think about this game?
Hmm?
What do you think about this game, the 2 good teams that are playing?
The odds are in favor of the fielding team for me, but
Yes.
they got a very good start.
Looking at the fielding team, they
Warriors, so it's a very good competition, I would say. But the viewers can vote and decide.
Looking at the fielding team, they have good batting. Asif Bhai, Irfan Rana, Dr. Ashfaq, Hamza Jadid,
Oh yes, oh
Griffith.
yes.
Yeah, very good.
And a very good bowling lineup.
Yeah.
So they have now Mujahid Bhai. Oh, is he bowling? No, it is not a power play. Mujahid Bhai is probably bowling the 4th over. And he's very consistent with his line as well. He keeps the ball just in the line of wickets. Couple short balls you will see from Mujahid Bhai, and mostly 4 out of 6 balls are over pitch, Yorker length, very rarely full toss. There he goes with the short length again. So let's count what Mujahid Bhai bowls. So 2 short balls that he bowls in this over. Usually very seldom he bowls short balls. There he goes. See, as I said, over the pitch
It's
is
it.
what his favorite ball. Khaja Bhai missed it completely. That's a 2-run. Boundary is what it hit to. Nishad Bhai is completely satisfied with Khaja Bhai's placement. He doesn't want any change. Mujahid Bhai. Another short ball. So the third short ball in 4 balls we see. Single. Nicely fielded by Irfan Rana, one of the very good all-rounders. Jahid Bhai to Irfan Bhai. That's the length I was talking about.
And they run for it.
That's the length I was talking about. Mujahid Bhai's favorite
And it
length.
misses the run out.
That could have been an easy run out.
Yes. He runs for a bike. Mudassir runs for
Good
a bike.
call by Mudassir, but it was a risky call, I would say.
Yes.
With the 2 batsmen set, and they're playing well, especially Irfan Bhai, connecting good shots. But he also gave some dot balls. We cannot deny that, but that was a risky run taken. Another short ball by
Good
Mujahid
shot,
Bhai
and
that
he
went
hits it
for
for
a
a
2-run. Went to the 4-run boundary as well, but fielded by
Yeah.
Irfan Rana. Azhar Bhai going away from the commentary box. 4 overs. The score looks to be 28 with a loss of
1 wicket.
1 wicket. Okay. Irfan Muhammad. Okay, Irfan Muhammad shows retired hurt,
But he's
but he's still here. He's still alive.
Here.
So on the wicket. So looks like they changed their mind for power play. They want to keep Irfan Bhai. Irfan Bhai is a very good hitter. So once he gets going, he hits any bowler.
I think that's why they changed their mind for him to keep him on strike
Yeah.
for the power play.
Yes. So maybe they want to try a couple balls. If he is connecting his hits, there he goes.
Ooh, and that's a huge wicket for Warrior.
So that's what probably he was given a deadline, like 2 balls, either hit or miss or come back. So he had no other option but to hit. And looking at the score, they have to go. We have a very good batsman. The next batsman that came in, Shahid Salim Bhai. The Shahid Salim is a very good batsman, especially of power plays. Very consistent with hitting. Even outdoors or indoors, doesn't matter.
He was also part of
just
the
sends back the ball out of boundary.
He was also part of the winning in his last outdoor tournament, Shahid Salim.
Oh, okay. Very good to know. So he is part of the winning team, and he is one of the key batsmen and key player overall, whatever team he plays for. Mudassir, he wants another single. Looks like he wants batting more than the single, so he's just running towards the batting end. Let's see if he follows the same when he has to run away from it, when he has to run to the non-striker end. Let's see
2 extra runs wide.
what he does. If he gets a chance to run a single from this end, there he
That's it,
goes.
and that's a misfield.
That's a misfield between the 2 fielders and hit the 2-run boundary. Let's try a little bit different angle so we get full view of the boundary. This looks a little bit better, I believe. Oops. Okay. There he goes.
Nicks it and runs for a single.
Mudassir cannot connect. He's trying to go over the head of the mid-on and mid-off. Khalid Bhai is running for Shahid Salim. All the fielders are in the view now. This change of angle, this looks a bit better. Irfan Rana to Shahid Salim.
And he hits
That's
it.
a good shot.
And
That's what
a
I was
four.
telling about. That's what I was telling about Shahid Salim. That he is one of the very good batsmen of power play.
And that's what Warriors needs, a boundary to get off to get a good total.
That's correct. Like they already have good score now. It's like 37, so
Yeah.
they just need to turn this, make this to 50 and cross 50. Shahid Salim can make another
And
boundary.
he hits it, and also
That
the
could
ball stops the.
make a huge difference.
Yes.
Mudassir,
And Shai Salim takes it.
so far unlucky with connecting the balls and sending them to boundary. Let's see what he can do now with Irfan Rana. That's probably the last ball of power play
Last
2.
ball of the
And this
Full
is number
toss.
1. That's
And he's
the
out.
strategy
And this is what
used by Irfan Rana, and it worked perfectly for him.
And this is what happens when you get juicy full toss, and then you gotta be really careful where you're gonna hit it. Rather, you're gonna hit it up there or there, and then you get it.
Oh yes, oh yes.
And so that's one thing about the juicy full toss in favor to get them out.
Oh yes, oh yes. And the strategy that Irfan Rana planned, it perfectly worked for him, but it doesn't work every time. I'd like you to remember this, it doesn't work anytime, every time, but sometimes it does, and when you just bowl that right time, right,
And he hits it, and
that's a
he
2 and a 4.
gets a 4.
That's a 4.
Yeah, that's a 4.
Nishad Bhai, oh I'm sorry, Nishad Bhai bowling and Shahid Salim.
Nishad by another all-rounder, the captain.
Very good ball and take it.
And take it.
Comfortably
Nicely
taken
bowled by
by
Nishad.
Irfan Rana.
And that's another
Making
huge
no
wicket.
mistakes. But that's what is needed.
Yeah.
Assad in the end, so you have
Yeah,
to
at
go
the end
for
you gotta
boundaries.
hit. Because otherwise, if you don't risk yourself,
Yes.
you'll make a low score and then you'll be on pressure for beauty.
And this batsman, Umair, he hit like in the previous match, he hit a couple of good hits, probably a 6 and a 4,
Yes.
and turned their match in their favor in the last match. Umair is another hidden talent that they have.
And score is 42. Last match they scored 44, I believe, and they were able to defend this target. So I think this will be very interesting match to see how the ICI Star will shape with their good batting lineup.
I agree, especially with the kind of bowling line they have.
Yes.
They can defend any score that they are scoring. So
Yes.
40 plus for them is a very good winning total. Masi, another talented all-rounder. Masi. Shot by to Masi. There he goes.
It's their first single and it was Mir on turn. They
It's a
tried
single.
for another run, but
Ball is in the
ball-
safe hands of
they-
Fawaz. Umair, he is a silent hitter. He just hits unexpected balls. That looks like a nick. It isn't.
And the umpire doesn't give in, they don't even give for
Perfect.
it.
It's a new keeper we have. That's a very good ball.
Another dot ball.
It should not be given a bounce, first bounce or any bounce. So that's a very good line by Nishad Bhai. He's one of the veterans of ICI. For outdoor, for indoor, for hardball. Any format you name it, Nishad Bhai
Famous
plays
player,
it.
Nishad.
He was also the winner of the double wicket tournament, the unique format, one of its kind, that was played only once in the history of ICI.
And you don't remember that was played like almost 3 years ago, back in February 2016.
Oh yes, you remember even the date. That's good stuff. So he was partnered with Shakil Bhai, and they both played well. That's a good shot.
And that's the sick, and that's what
That's a good shot. That's what I was telling about Umair.
So 49 runs of 4 wickets and 6 over. This will be very interesting innings to see how the ICI Stars will change.
That's the
And the-
perfect and ideal, and any team would want last 6 of last ball.
Yeah.
Umair, he does that. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead before you get out. Huh?
It's coming.
Oh, it's coming.
The first inning completed 50 is the target, and soon they will start the second inning.
Can we have the batsmen and their scores for Warriors?
Or the batting
The
lineup?
scorecard?
The
And
batting lineup? Or
yeah, no, just like who are the top scorers for Warriors?
top-
वही देख ले भाई.
So where do you look at?
No. Just go to the score. Go to the current match.
Okay. Oh, top
Okay,
four.
yeah.
Okay.
Please
So I
just
think top four was
Irfan.
Irfan 14 runs off 50.
Almost 15 balls. This is 30 balls match format.
And then
He played 15 balls and scored 14 runs.
And
And the other 15 balls you see that were scored. So 49 is the total.
And Shai
So that is
Salim also
35.
pro-
So in other 15 balls, the team scored 35.
and then
So
Shai
that's a
Salim
good
also provided
support
some
he
quick
gave.
boundaries. And off the last ball, then Umair also gave a six to make a good total.
A total of 49, and
49.
a target of 50,
50.
which is
Couldn't be it.
very interesting and very competitive that
Yeah.
they have to play
And looking at
consistently
their
with
batting
singles
lineup.
and every over like 8 to 10 runs. Adil Mohyuddin, he went for a 6 in his previous match and he was not happy with that.
And then looking at Royals versus
Afla.
And Afla chased the target 50. And they won by 6 wickets, and that was earlier today's second match.
Two batsmen we have is Rifat and Irfan Rana.
The two key player for this batsman.
Irfan Rana gave a very good opening in the last match.
And this is the first over power play. Mohammad Azim is to bowl the first
Azim
over.
to bowl Irfan Rana.
And starts off with a white.
Yeah. Khana. Okay. That's not a good call. That's not a good call. That's not a good running between. A good call for a run at any point of the match. They were lucky to get rid of that and got a single. But that should not be a regular practice, especially when you are chasing 49 and you are in the power play 1.
Touches it but doesn't run. There's some discussion between the bowlers and the umpire.
The ball hit Rifat and keeper caught it. They were just
Feeling
checking
for
if
the
it
wicket.
hit somewhere
But it's not given, not out from
on his wrist or his hand or where. There he goes. Rifat playing his next ball. Azim to bowl. Rifat goes down the track.
Tries to go
Tries to
for a
hit.
shot, but misses it. And that's another dot ball.
Another dot ball.
And good bowling by
Azim.
He's also another
Irfan
popular
Rana
player
advising
from
Rifat
ICI.
to go for a single and then he can probably strike well. Let's see what Rifat does. Here we go. Azim to Rifat.
That's it for the single Rifat.
It's a single taken by Rifat
Yeah.
into the gap where there are no players. Irfan Rana tried to get a boundary or a 6. Especially when you see on the offside, there is some good gap between the two fielders.
Looking at some gaps, you just
If
have
you
to
hit with the right timing, you will get a boundary.
and to hit hard enough that the fielder won't be able to stop it.
Oh yes, on the leg side if you see,
Yes.
there's enough gap. That's
And that's nice, and that's a good fielding by Wasi.
let's see.
Saves the 2 runs.
same shot would have been hit with like more power.
Yeah.
The result would have been different.
And
Maybe
see,
a
and
2 or 4.
to hit the boundary, you just have to have a good power and hit it in the gap where they won't stop
The
the
right
ball.
area. Oh yes.
Yeah, the right area. And you can have power to hit harder to get into the to hit the boundary.
It's a wide call by umpire.
Right. Second right for the second innings.
Here goes Azim with his last ball.
Hits it.
This was
And
indeed.
chance of run out.
That is very
Yeah,
close.
you
And
friend.
given by Adil Mohyuddin, the umpire.
And that's off. And that's
The
what
second
the
umpire
board
we
won.
have, leg umpire Adil Mohyuddin. He gave the run out. It was a very close call. It was not easy decision for him. And Stars are successful in getting their first wicket. Rifat is out for
So
after
five
scoring a
runs,
run.
5 runs off 1 wicket and 1 over.
That's still a decent start, not
Decent
bad.
start.
So 5 runs.
And we have another batsman, Asif Iqbal.
There's a new batsman, Asif Iqbal. They're very.
He has been successful in the indoor tournament for the last few indoor tournaments for the batting. And he's
Solid
also a good player to handle the pressure. Obviously, I think couple match in the indoor tournament and outdoor, he handled the pressure to make decent total and chasing.
Khalid Bhai, one of the ever young talent of ICI.
It's a full top, and that's a 6.
Big hit by Asif Iqbal.
And that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, he
That
just
he's
hits
also-
with
he's-
his unorthodox
he's a key
style.
player to
and you
handle
see, like,
those
it just
pressure when
crosses
the
the
lap
boundary.
starts.
Oh yes. Even in the most tense situation, you see Asif Iqbal like and hit
And saves it to
sixes.
run.
That's a good save by Azim. Looked like it will go to the 2-run boundary.
Then I think you remember last Thanksgiving he was on your team, and
Yes.
then the collapse was going on, and then he saved the
He
game.
saved it, yes.
Yeah, then he chased, and that's another huge wicket.
Yeah.
And so yeah, he was on your team, and then he comfortably chased 48 and 49.
So Irfan Rana was not lucky enough to
Another
survive.
huge blow.
It
And I think
just hit a little bit up of the 2-run boundary, which we call the Lakshman Rekha.
A new
So it
batsman,
just
Ashfaq Muhammad.
crossed that and
he
was declared
batted
out.
brilliantly this last match, hitting some sixes, and he makes a single and puts Asif ball on strike.
So 2 very good strikers of the ball, Asif Iqbal and Dr. Ashfaq. Dr. Ashfaq started his indoor career as a good bowler. Then you see, like over the time now, he has been considered a very good all-rounder without any effect to his bowling. Khalid Bhai to Asif Iqbal. There it goes.
Hits it and doesn't make any run. So as long as Asif ball can stay to the end, then I think ICI Star got it.
Both the batsmen have to strike.
yes.
They have to play some at least 2 to 3 overs from now,
Yes.
and then they can.
And then the
Get
fifth and
closer
sixth
to the
over, they
49.
can go for their hitting part.
It was the first innings for Ashfaq, Dr. Ashfaq, in the previous match that he played fabulous innings. But since they are chasing now, he has responsibility. He has. You don't expect Dr. Ashfaq. You don't expect the same innings, but he's a kind of batsman. That is his style. Which is playing. If he gets a ball in his slot, he will hit it.
And that was a full toss. But as I talked about earlier about the juicy full toss, you gotta be really careful about where, because if you try to go for a shot, then you end up hitting there, there, and there.
Oh yes. Asif Iqbal, he's the kind of batsman he can hit sixes at any point of match. He doesn't
He's also
need
a game
power
changer
plays.
too.
Yes, he
Game
doesn't need
changer.
power plays to hit 6. All he sees is the boundary wall. He doesn't see players. There are 3 players or 1 player on the boundary. This here, There he
And
goes.
that's sick.
That's what I was telling about Asif Iqbal.
And that's what I was talking about
If
earlier, that
the
he's
ball
a game.
is in his slot. Doesn't matter what point of match it is.
And that's what I was talking about earlier, that he's a game changer. He's good at handling those pressure,
Oh, yes.
and he's a match winner.
Match winner, yes. If he's in the form, he is definitely a match
Yes.
winner player for any team. Mudassir usually bowls full length. There he goes. And
Full
you see
toss and
another
hits it for a
full
single.
toss.
But he
Another
doesn't-
full length and full toss. Even to Dr. Ashfaq. But looks like he's in a mood to just take a single and rotate the strike. But if he gets a ball in slot, he will hit for a six. It was in the slot
But he
for him.
makes a single just before
It was
Azib
just in
They
front of
run
his
for
legs. He could have
another
just-
run, and they run too comfortably.
That's a very, very good running by Dr. Ashfaq and Asif bhai. So they are at 24.
Yes.
Third over is going on. Next over would be of Masih. That's a good
Makes a
ball.
single.
It's a good ball.
And nicely fielded by Irfan Mohammad.
Once in a while, you see Mudassir bowling those short balls and like good length balls, but he usually goes for the over the pitch in Yorker length, and he will go for short ball for Asif. Definitely, there he goes.
And
Because he hit in the full length in just couple balls ago, so he will definitely try for another bounce or a short ball for Asif. Okay, so they are just discussing if it was one bounce given for Mudassir or not. Looks like it was already given. So if he balls a short or bounce, another bouncer, that would be a no ball. Here he goes, Mudassir to Asif.
that's a four.
You cannot ball over pitch to him.
And Hamad misses the ball.
Hamad,
Could have stopped.
another good friend of
I think,
Saad.
I think it was a difficult stop hit.
Yeah, it went like a bullet.
Yes.
So you cannot. You have to be in that position to stop. If it's away from you, it's not very easy for you to stop those fours.
So they need 20 runs.
And I'm surprised like how easily they came to 30 runs.
Yeah.
You see,
And I
they
think that's
just-
mainly because of the game
Asif
changer,
Iqbal,
Asif Iqbal.
yeah, he changed the way the game was going on.
Yes.
So with a 6 and a 4 in the previous over. So
And Musi, the next new bowler.
He is he doesn't bowl like too fast, but he is very consistent with his line and length, and it's not easy to hit him. But definitely you can make singles and doubles and make 8 to 10 runs if you play well. That's in the air
And that's taken
catch, well taken.
by Abdurrahman.
Covers by Abdur Rahim.
Abdurrahim, yeah,
Abdur
Abdurrahim.
Rahim, yeah.
So another huge blow. But they are still on the top ICI Stars. And another new batsman, Nishad.
The shot by.
He was also part of the
He will
winning
definitely go
indoor
for ground
tournament from last
shots and will make a
winter.
couple two runs. There he goes.
There you go. And he hits a two.
Yes. So for this over, he wants to go for 2 runs.
Yeah.
And then he see that open wide boundary of 2 runs open with a huge gap you see between Abdur Rahim and Hamad. And likewise on the offside there is very less gap between
Yeah.
Azim and Irfan Bhai, so he will
And
definitely
I
target
noticed
the
there's a huge
next
gap
leg boundary.
if you can see the huge gap in Nishad. It hits the 2 runs. And
That's the
a
pressure.
wide.
You see the anger on the face of Masi that how can you hit a 2-run boundary to me?
Yeah.
Masi wants to come back strong. That's looks like a wide given or a 1 bounce, first bounce. That should be a wide given. Masi is not happy. Nishad Bhai is looking to hit in the leg side 2-run boundary.
2 runs, and he hits it for a
Just-
single. And bring Asif Iqbal back on strike.
Asif Bhai can actually make a difference again in this over. So Nishad Bhai just signaled him that go for it.
And that's what we mentioned earlier about that he can make any difference.
Asif Bhai is all set. If he gets something over pitch or short pitch, he will put that to the boundary. Here he goes.
Hits it.
Well fielded by Abdurrahim.
No fear, but he takes a single and he's safe.
Good save and 1 run taken. Two very good batsmen playing and just trying to get 20 runs out of 3 overs. Let's see what they can make of this over. Oh,
That was a slow ball, but I think that would have been hit. And this is a mix-up. And this is the
Nishad
run
Bhai
out.
was lucky enough to have survived this.
He would have been run out, but there was some misfield
Throw
by the
was
keeper.
Throw was not in place. If
And-
the throw was right,
Then I think he
Nishad
would-
Bhai would have to go back to pavilion.
Yes. And the
Nishad Bhai is
captain,
who is the captain of Stars?
Nishad.
Nishad Bhai, okay.
Yes, the captain
Nishad
of
Bhai,
Stars.
the captain, playing responsibly, wanted to rotate strike and give strike to Asif Bhai, so as he's playing good. But he can make a couple
He can
and
also
go for it. So now since he got a life,
Hits it.
a second life, he
And
can
the
go
throw
for
is
it.
actually wrong then, but doesn't make any.
You can see the pressure
Yes.
that's on the fielding side. Not easy for them to
So
field. or
36
throw.
off 3 wickets in 4 overs, so
36. So 36 and just 14 run
14
needed,
runs needed, yeah.
of 2 overs.
3
So
overs
7.
remaining, 14 runs needed,
If
and I think
Asif-
that they got this.
Asif
ICI Stars.
Iqbal can make even 10 runs in the power play.
Yeah.
That would be the match for Stars.
Yes. And this is the power play over, and I think Nishad can also hit in this power play over. Just gotta look at the gap and hit hard enough. And then see where are the huge gap and where are the less gap.
Yeah, even in power play, you don't have to necessarily hit only 6. Okay,
Yeah.
so if the ball is good, just
Yeah.
respect the bowler and just take a single. If you don't do that, you will lose your wicket.
Yeah.
Especially
And
Shahid
Shahid
Salim,
Salim
he's a
is too.
very good bowler.
Yeah.
For Cosby. There you go!
Very good, and there you go.
There you go!
And that's what I told you just
Nishad
now.
Bhai.
Yes. And that's what I told you.
So the required runs are now down from 14 to 8 now.
Yes.
11 balls, 8 runs. This would be easy if they just continue to play how they are playing. There you go!
There you go.
Same length.
And I think that's a 6 or 6.
No, this is a 4. This is a
4, okay, 4. So
Nishad
3 runs
Bhai.
needed. 4 runs needed.
That should be a first ball.
Wide.
And 1 run taken.
Yes.
Very good running by Asif Iqbal.
So who do you think this man of the match will go to? I think it will be Asif Iqbal for handling those pressure in the game.
That depends on like how the two of these batsmen they bowl.
Yes,
So whoever
depending how
bowl
they-
like got
depending
maybe a
who
wicket
bowls
or
well
a couple
and like that,
wickets,
yeah.
and they both have good runs in their account.
Ooh! That was a bad
That
shot.
was not at
Not
all
necessary.
needed at this time. Yes.
But they're
All they
on
need
top,
was
so not a huge,
finish of the game.
not a huge deal for the Stars.
Yeah.
Because they're already close to winning.
There you go. We see the crowd cheering for Khaja Bhai.
Khaja Bhai, another famous indoor player. He was also part of the winning team for the last outdoor tournament just recently. He played for Patriots and something like he was on the winning team.
Khaja Bhai 6.
Captain giving word to Khaja Bhai.
Yes, it's to Khaja Bhai.
And I
Don't
think
go
that
for a 6.
six,
Now
yeah.
he has.
And this is, and let me tell you, and this is how the collapse starts when
Now
he
you
just go
see
for a shot.
confusion. Okay, the people wants him to hit a 6.
Yes.
Captain advised him go for a single. And he will go with captain's advice.
And let me tell you, when one wicket goes down, another wicket goes down. It just means that they're just going for a bad shot, and that's how the collapse
That
starts.
looks close and it's given out by
And another
Adil.
wicket.
Adil.
And that's why I'm just mentioning that this is
Yeah.
how collapse is going to start, the run and the bad shot.
Yeah, but they're still in good
Yes, they're
position
still in
to
good
win.
position,
because
yeah, because
they
they
just
already-
need 2,
3
3
runs.
runs.
Yes. And they're already in the top with second win.
Yeah.
And they still have some batting lineup left. Hamza Jali and next batting. Looking at the lineup is Fawaz
Mujahid
Muhammad,
We have Mujahid Bhai.
Fawaz Muhammad, Hamza Jali, and on his first match he
Probably
played-
they didn't bat, brother Mujahid and Khaja Bhai. They were the two batsmen who didn't bat in the first match.
Yep,
So they
but you're
just
still in a good position.
yeah, so they just want them to bat because they have enough balls.
Yes.
Mujahid Bhai wants to hit and go for it, but this is not the time you should go for that.
Yes.
Go for a
They're
hit.
already in the right position.
Yeah, so-
And let me tell you about Hamza Jali.
If they miss the first 2 to 3 balls, if Warriors can defend first three balls, this could go either way then.
Yes.
Right
And
now
the
it
two players
is
giving advice to
3 runs required in 6
Yeah.
balls.
but no reason to go for a 6 or a 4. Just make
Yes.
singles or doubles. And this is what happened at last moment. You go for a shot and you get
Khaja
assist
bhai.
and the pressure gets built on.
खाजा भाई दर्शकों को बैट बताइए दर्शकों
And then as I
Khaja Bhai unintentionally waving back to the viewers. You can see after requesting him to wave the bat,
Yes.
he as if he is not waving, but he actually waved it unintentionally.
Yes.
Khamoshi,
And let me tell you
khamoshi
about
se.
this bowler. He was actually a game changer against Cruises in the outdoor tournament.
Okay. Yeah, Umair is a very
Yeah,
good
and they
bowler.
won by run.
Yes. So let's see if Umair can defend 3 runs and if Khaja Bhai can steal that single
Yes.
that they need. Every dot ball is crucial. Will build the pressure.
And a wide.
That is what you don't need at this time. Wide balls.
Why do you need to go for a shot when you're getting close to win the match?
Just ball straight. Okay. Let them play and take runs. Don't give up runs by yourself.
Oh,
That makes the score equal.
yes.
Khaja Bhai playing excellent innings. No ball played and 2 runs scored in this over. Khaja Bhai doing a great job. Going to play the first ball of this over. Khaja Bhai 1 run needed. Score equals 49. So that means Star will not lose this match.
Yep.
And it's a ball, a clean ball by Umair. Khaja Bhai swing the bat to the fullest. That was not needed.
And that's what I was talking about earlier. This is how collapse will start when you go for a dumb shot. When you go
How
for
many
a shot.
wickets are they down?
They're down to 6 wickets.
6. See, 6. That means
Yeah.
7th and 8th batsmen are here on the crease. They might have just one more.
This will, and that's what I
So
was
just 2
talking
wickets
about.
remaining. If
And
this
let me
wicket
tell you
goes
about.
down,
And let me tell you about literally on his debut, he played the outdoor tournament. He had 4 sixes
Who?
against United. He played for Titans, and he's also another talented batsman.
oh, that was close, and that should
And they
be the
did.
win for
And
Stars.
that is a winning match.
You see Talha running
Yes.
towards the wicket. Fawaz wants to play a few hits. That's a good win by
Yeah.
Stars. Consistent performance and
And
consecutive
ICI
back-to-back
Stars win
win.
by 3 wickets, and
There
you
you go,
can
the
see that.
scorecard.
You can see the scorecard. They win by 3 wickets.
Can we have the batting scorecard?
Yes, we do have the batting scorecard.
Okay, yeah. So just for the Stars. So
And
we
look
see
at this
who
batting
are the Stars
scorecard.
from the Star.
And I think it is Asif Iqbal.
Okay, so 19 runs
And then
from Asif
Nishad.
Iqbal, 2 sixes. Nishad by 14 run,
Yes.
1 4 and 1 6. Very good
Mhm.
performance by both of them.
Yes.
Game changers.
And that's how you win the match. One player needs to survive
Yeah.
to win the match. One stop the clock and then start a new one.
Huh?
So we can end this and then start a new.
New one? Okay. Oh, let's continue.
Oh no, then we have to post on YouTube. Each match or you will post on YouTube.
It will continue, right? No?
Stop it and then we post it on YouTube for this match.
Cool. Adil, you have some few words for your umpiring? Two crucial.
Next tournament I'm preparing
No, no, not about your performance, about your umpiring. You gave two close calls, decisions of run out. What do you want to say about that? How, I know they were out, but how close were they? How about?
close.
So the decision was easy for you to
Yes,
make.
very easy.
Okay, okay, good. We see. Let's see if we can. Stop this and start a new one for new match. So we want the viewers to join back again for a new match. Or we can just
Okay.
let's continue.
Alright, okay. Inshallah, we're going to continue, which is live.
We'll continue with the
And
two
this
new
match,
teams.
yes, and this match is
Between Afla.
Afla and Sher Khan.
Afla.
This is match number 8, Afla versus Sher Khan. Seems like Afla is batting. First match they played, they chased the target 50. And this will be very interesting to see how much they can target.
He got couple young talents in the field,
Yes.
Ali and Talha.
The two main bowlers as well.
Two very good bowlers.
Yes. And then looking at Muiz, another young talent batsman.
Moise, yes.
Muiz, yeah.
Both teams look to be balanced and very good. Let's adjust the angle a little bit. So we have the view of the boundary.
Two strong teams is always a competition and an interesting match.
Yes, as we see the last match.
And Dallas too is to bowl the first over.
There,
And that's
no, it's not
a
the very first
forward
ball.
start.
Moise wants to go for a six,
Yes.
and the angle was not good. That could give him six. The shot was good.
And that's the
but
start
angle
which
was
I am
bad.
not looking for the batting team.
So it was a contest of two youngsters, and Talha overpowered that, and he got a wicket.
And that's why they
Ishad
gave,
bhai,
and that's why they gave Talha first over to bowl. Last match he didn't bowl first over, but this time they gave him first over.
so we have Kashif on field with Shahid Bhai walking in. So we expect some good cricket from Shahid Bhai.
And the two umpiring is Dr. Trump and
Shahid
Khalid
Bhai
Rashid, the two.
versus Talha, and a very good
Yes.
ball, very
But it's
good,
given as a wide.
very good length, but line was not good. It was given a wide.
And then the two umpires which played the match against each other, the Dr. Scott, the winning team, and Khalid Rashid, the leading. He's a left umpire. It's a free thing up. A run out, but misses it.
He could have just had it over to the bowler. Batsman was so far. Shahid Bhai was running from the batting end. He was
Kashif
about
Sultan, the new batsman.
halfway down. Could have been easy run out.
Some words are being exchanged to use a nearby fielder. Touches and runs it. Single.
Talha have been tremendously improved in the past few tournaments. And we see the consistent length in the line that he's bowling with. Huh? He became what?
He was in the team.
Oh yes, yes. It's a wide ball bowled by Talha. We have Rizwan Bhai as keeper for
The Sher Khan, and he's
Sher
the
Khan.
captain
Okay,
for the
okay,
Sher
this
Khan.
is the
Yes.
public's favorite
And
Sher
let's see
Khan
how
that is
they
fielding.
and let's see how Sher Khan does it. Last match they chased it well, 49.
I see no Sher Khans actually playing in the Sher Khan team.
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
lucky enough
And
in the
lucky.
beginning, but in the end, it was in the safe hands
Yes.
of Zamir Bhai. Shahid Bhai have to go. He is asking
And first
for
overs,
first
you always
bounce.
you always don't have to go first. Or yes, you can take your time,
Yes.
singles and doubles.
Of course. And,
Because this is what happened earlier. You use early wicket, you get into pressure in the middle over, and then you won't sprint up.
that's correct. Kashif is, again, he got a very good start in the last match. He played well. He had to carry the performance in this match because it's much needed at this time.
And nicely bowled, no runs.
Nicely bowled,
by Talha
and very good
Hashmi.
over from Talha. This looks like over or 5 balls.
Last ball.
Last ball to go to Talha. Abrar, he just walked in. He's a very good batsman, very good indoor talent.
Another wide.
Talha is trying too hard for this batsman. Batsman for some reason.
Trying for a yoker, but he balls a wide.
Yeah. So he changed his side. It wasn't needed. He was bowling in very good line and length, so he just had to continue that. Let's see what he does from round the wicket. Here he goes. Talha to Kashif.
Runs it for a single. Touch and pitch. Score is 5 runs and 2 wickets in 1 over. 6 runs off 2 wickets and 1
That
over.
we could say a good start for Sher Khan.
Yes.
Getting 2
And then
wickets.
some runs Alpha also made.
Kashif is also kind of batsman who can hit any time.
Adnan by the new bowler.
If he starts to miss, he just misses completely, like a sequence of a series of balls. Just back to back, he misses the ball. But if he gets on hitting, then you will just see the ball going towards boundary every now and then. And I think Adnan Bhai could be a good bowler for Kashif that he can target.
Hits it and makes a single.
Abrar will most likely not start hitting right at this moment. He will plan to stay till the 5th over and go in the power play.
And I'll see because it's too early to do those.
Yes,
And they already
he will
lost
go
2
for 2
early
runs.
wickets.
Just, he will get some time.
Leaves it for a wide and
You will
give it
get a
another
good
wide.
timing when Adnan Bhai bowls, so you will get time to decide what shot you want to hit with this ball, and you can read the ball easily and you can hit the ball.
That's
Beat by this feeling.
That's what we were just mentioning, that he's gonna make singles and doubles and stay to the end, and then at the end hit. Boundary.
That could be a good strategy if they can execute that. Kashif can hit at any time, as I mentioned, he can
Yeah.
go on this ball. But he is just trying to play.
And I think they're just trying to save the wickets from the
Yeah,
4th start
because
that
of
they
the-
got to, yes.
Um,
And this is also another way to save your wicket. When you get off your early 4th start, just save your wickets, play single, double, and then at the middle and hit. And nicely stopped by Farooq by excellent fielding, but they make a single comfortably.
Kashif again against Adnan Bhai. He is not even trying to hit, so looks like he is just has been advised by his captain to play singles only. If not, he will not be given the batting in the next match. So so he is just following that blindly. That's the
It's
thing I was
super-
talking about.
yes.
The 2-run
And that's a
boundary,
double.
that's a huge gap there. That's like kept open for the batsman as a challenge. That this
You
is the
see it-
area, it's open. Just hit here.
See your gap, just hit it.
Rafi is running in a funny manner. Just
I think he's running to get the ball.
get the ball.
And
Okay.
honestly, the field needs to be cleaned up too for the matches.
राफे भाई आ जाओ बोलो भाई क्या है
नहीं,
How was your match? How was the
yeah,
performance? and all?
Alhamdulillah, we played good. It was a team effort. There were some chances we took and none that paid off. So let's see how it goes next game.
What do you think should
And
be
I
the
think-
strategy for Abrar and Kashif playing
Yeah,
against these
the
young
batsmen,
talent?
I would say that they should stay, till the end. Don't just think that if they miss the ball, they should, retire and come back. Give them an opportunity to, set one or two balls. If they go for the boundary, that can change the game. So have confidence in the boys, and inshallah, you can win the matches.
That's a good piece of advice by Rafi. I hope the captain is
Yeah.
listening to the advice from Rafi. What team is playing again? Alpha. Okay. Afla.
Afla and
Aflatun,
Sher
okay.
Khan.
Aflatun.
Sher Khan, one of the most popular team.
Yeah. That's
And
a
one
good
thing I
shot
can tell you-
in the gap.
And one thing I can tell you about Ali Shaki is he's always been retained on Sher Khan. He's one of the main bowlers for the Sher Khan.
It doesn't matter who is the captain.
Yeah.
He's the player, definitely.
He's a main player for the Sher Khan. He's also the only
There he
young...
goes.
Oh, and that's a six.
That's a save by Farooq Bhai and given 6 by umpire Dr. Ashfaq.
And I was saying Ali Shaki
Yeah, that's
is...
what we see from the body language of Farooq Bhai, that was a 6. And
Yeah.
hit at the right time. Abrar is taking the charge.
And I was saying that Ali Shaki is only the young talented bowler to appear in most matches for Sher Khan.
Sher Khan.
Yeah.
That's interesting to know something
Yes.
about Ali Shakir.
And one thing I can tell you about is that every time he's playing with his father team, there's always a war going on that's always the son winning. And I'm thinking rather the father is praying for his son to win or not.
There you go.
Yeah.
Kashif taking advantage of that gap that I was talking about. It's a
Yeah.
huge gap. Looks like they're short
And
of
I think it looks
a
like the
player
back
or
one.
one. Let's see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, they have 9 on field, but I don't know like how they
Like
are
only
placing the
9 field.
fielders. I think they're not using Zamir Bhai in the
So
right
end of
place.
the over 26 runs off 2 wickets, 3 overs. And it looks like
Or maybe-
Alpha is back on track. And as long as they stay, they're all in a fine position.
That's true.
Yes.
What do you think about the field placement of Habib Bhai and that the huge
Ooh,
gap? that
I
he's
noticed
taking?
a huge gap, which I think they can definitely hit for the boundary and for the 2 runs.
If he just moves few steps on his
Yeah,
left,
then I think they will.
that could
I
be a
think
good
they need to
position.
he just needs to move a bit more. With one by the new bowler, the captain bowls it.
Farooq Bhai, new keeper.
Yes. And I think this is the time they can definitely hit it before they change it.
Change the field.
Yeah, before they change the field.
Yeah. You have to actually compromise between
Yeah.
offside or leg side. There he goes,
And
bowling!
there you go, bowl them.
Clean bowl.
Sher
by
Khan back on
Rizwan
track,
Sheikh.
on top. Clean bowl.
Kashif losing his balance, trying to hit the ball.
And
Misses
as I
it
mentioned
completely. Nasir, the new batsman, as I was mentioning about this Nasir, who came right in and started with a 4 and a 6. He
And I-
changed the game completely.
And I just realized that Shakib's father, they're actually playing against each other right now.
Oh, they are?
And I think in Shakiba is actually on Sher Khan.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, and that's where I just
That would
realized.
be a good contest.
And that's one of the biggest rivals for this tournament.
And the thing that, if you didn't notice, the umpire is Shakil Bhai's
Oh,
brother
yes.
and uncle of Ali Shakil. So,
Yes. So very
that would be a
interest-
good contest between the
Yeah.
father, son, and the
Yes.
Chacha duo.
Yes. And I think that's one of the most popular rivals we have for this tournament.
By the way, Dr. Ashfaq is older brother. Shakil
Yeah.
Bhai is younger brother.
Yeah.
Shakil. Good over by Rizwan Sheikh. Looks like it just started and it ended.
Yeah.
Taking the key wicket of Kashif Sultan. Naveed Bhai, the captain of Afla,
Yes.
advising his players. Nasir, especially, he is again another unorthodox
And he was
hitter.
also the finisher from the last match that he hit
Yes,
2
yes,
boundaries.
that's what. Like his style is again unorthodox, and he just hits. You don't even think that he's hitting, and he just
Yeah.
hits it. asking for score. And the score right now
30
is
runs off 3 wickets and 4.
4 overs. After 4 overs, 30 runs. That's a decent score. And if they can just put 12 to 15 runs in the next 12 balls, that could be a good fighting score for Afla.
Do you want some? Yeah,
Okay. Abrar playing an excellent innings, 15 of 8 balls. He have that 1-6 in his innings. Nasir just walked in with a couple singles in his account. We have Atif Bhai on the fielding side. He was injured and was off field for few months. Now back in the field and action. Farooq Bhai bowling the power play too in Nasir. There he goes. Nicely and clean hit by Nasir. Goes straight to the 2-run boundary. They get a couple runs. Nicely fielded by Zamir Bhai. And that makes 3 runs in this power play. 3 balls, 3 runs. Abrar, can he make some difference? Can he make use of this power play? He went for it. This looks like a 6 and it is a 6. Straight down the ground. No mistakes made. Clean hit. Ball was good. No mistake in the bowling. In the line and length. Abrar made it looks like an easy ball. Hit a 6. Farooq Bhai changing his side after this 6 going off his bowling. 9 runs from this over so far.
39 runs off 3 wickets so far.
Abrar,
And he hits it and
this
Kalha stops it.
was a great stop.
And there was a chance to run out, but he
Nicely
misses it.
stopped by Kalha. Could have been a 4.
Safe, a 4.
Last 1 ball. Score play. Abrar. That's actually better than giving away your wicket, that you take a single. If the ball is not that you can hit, then just take a single and rotate the strike, so that will keep the scoreboard ticking. And if you lose
40
wicket,
runs off 3 wickets and 5 overs, so that's over to go.
last over to go, and they are at 40. 40 runs for 3 wickets. Captain Naveed Bhai is taking no chances, and they have very good batsman Shakil Bhai waiting and to fill in if needed in the end. And again another bowler, Habib Bhai, and he's one of those bowlers who bowls a few full tosses and mostly full length balls. So you will see some yorkers, some full toss, and something just in the.
That's over to hit.
There you go. So this ball is going towards the boundary without ball even being bowled. So that's just. Let's see what Habib Bhai does. Expecting a full toss or a full length. And it's a short ball. So the bowlers are not listening to what I'm predicting, what I'm suspecting of them. So that's a good sign. That's a good change in Habib Bhai's bowling. You see, but we definitely see few full length balls. There you see, that's what I was talking about. The full tosses.
And a misfield by Zamir Bhai. And runs for 2.
Was a single, right? Was a single. No? 2 double? Okay, they took probably 2 runs on this.
2 runs, yeah, because of
There
the
you
misfield.
go! But Ali
And
Shakil.
Ali
Shakil is the player, is the fielder. You cannot hit in his vicinity. If it's in his area, that is taken. That's what you see just now. Ali Shakil taking a great catch and finishing Where is Khurram from strikers? Okay, I have no idea what is score. Okay, Saud by asked what is the score. Score I just mentioned is 40 runs in 5 overs. The 6th over is going on. Shakil Bhai, another key player. Start. There was a good length and
Muhammad
straight
Shakil, yep.
block hole ball by Habib Bhai. Nasir can connect a few hits. This bowling of Habib Bhai. So far he got good bowlers and Habib Bhai is a very good bowler as well. But he can connect him. He can connect him. That's a 2-run declared. So he just hit the 2-run boundary. Nasir is making good use of his talent, hitting some good runs. Another full toss. That's what I was telling about.
That's a 6.
Habib Bhai have to control his full tosses that he bowls. That went straight just above Ali Shakil.
52 runs off 4 wickets.
Ali Shakil have been moved from there, not because he's a bad fielder. He's a very good fielder,
But it was high on
yeah,
him.
it was just over his range.
Misses it and runs for a single.
Khalid Bhai gave it a run out, so that could be the end of Shakil Bhai.
53 is the target.
That's a very good score. So
Yeah.
52 of 6 overs is a very good total they put, and it's for any team it's a winning total, especially the 6. The full toss of Habib Bhai that was put forward, that was hit for a 6. Let's see the scorecard. Full scorecard. Let's see. Okay, let's see if you can see this. Let me try to read from the screen. We have Kashif Sultan scoring 8 of 10 balls, and the batsman that made difference was Abrar ul Haq, 24 runs off 13 balls with 2 sixes, and Abdul Nasir scoring 13 runs off 9 balls. To see the bowlers, some very good performance by bowlers as well. You see Rizwan Sheikh just giving 4 runs and taking a wicket. And then the first over, Talha Hashmi was an excellent over, 6 runs even with probably a couple wides that he bowled. So 1 over 6 runs and 2 important wickets Talha that he took. That's a brief summary. And Habib Bhai going for 12 runs with Ali Shakil going for 12 runs as well. Sher Khan to start their innings. We have Adnan Bhai as the opening batsman with Razi Bhai. Razi Bhai again, one of the favorites of indoor and who can hit any bowler.
Indoor and outdoor.
Yes, he can hit any bowler.
Looking at the last man, 2 6 and 1 4, and they chased the target down 49.
Right.
And I think this will be also interesting to see how they will manage this.
Yes, if Razi Bhai plays his game, then this could be an easy total for them. At least manageable. Like 50, they can just score in 5 overs like they did last time.
A very good target for the Moise to bowl the first
Well, not
over
easy to
first
hit to
ball.
Moise.
And nice and good bowling. Misses it but runs for a single.
There we go. So that will be an interesting contest to watch for. Razi versus Moise. Razi Bhai has been in great form. Even in league matches, last weekend and before that, this past month he has been consistent in scoring runs. The first match he proved that. But Moise is a very good bowler. He should not take chances against Moise. If he has made some strategy. Probably he did the same, that not to take chances against Moise and go for some other bowlers. That was straight, right in the block hole.
Straight bowling and misses it. Good bowling
Adnan
by
Bhai
Moise.
completely missed it. They have Shakil Bhai as well in the team.
Yes.
Very good bowler, very good bowler. Again,
Main bowler for-
one of the top 5 bowlers. Shakil Bhai, brother of Dr. Ashraf.
Wide. Dr. Shroy and Mono City are the most fast bowlers.
That's what happened if the umpire, if
Some
the
words are
umpire is
being
not
changed.
strong, then you see the people, players arguing for what they don't want.
And this is what
if the
happened
umpire
when-
calls it, just accept it.
And this is
umpire
what happened.
says in his view, it was a wide. It's a wide.
Whatever the umpire says, you have to accept it. And this is what happens when they
Unless
don't
he's
accept it.
telling something white as black or black as white, so don't accept that. But
Yes.
if there is anything doubtful, just accept the words of umpire.
If you see the
God,
umpire
right.
yelling out at the players, and now there's a word being synced between the two umpires, leg umpire and the umpire.
So we have Sher Khan, 3 balls, 3 runs, Adnan and Razi.
And the umpire just stops the ball.
Khalid Bhai creating some controversy with his umpiring. Or
Pitching
probably
out.
players are overpowering his soft nature. Moise to go for his 4th ball. Again,
Hits it and makes a single.
good pace and good line.
And good bowling by Moise.
Razi
4
Bhai
runs off 4 balls.
will not
Two balls
try to take
remaining.
any chances again.
Now, Bar, who's standing in the power play over, he's also another decent bowler too.
Shakil Bhai?
Shakiba and Abrar.
Abrar?
Yeah.
Abrar is, you mean power play club bowler?
Abrar, yeah, the one standing in power play, he's also another decent bowler.
Yeah.
And that's a boundary. That's what Sher Khan needs to get off to a good start.
That's a good chance taken by Razi Bhai, and it gave him results, so that's a 4.
And that's what power play is all about.
Yeah, but
Give yourself
Moise
a
is again,
chance.
as I said, not easy to hit.
Yeah. It's it. Makes us think of good thing, good book. Hey.
So that turned out to be a good over for Sher Khan. With that 4 coming off the 5th ball.
So 1 over off 9 runs off 1 over.
9 runs. So
So good start for Sher Khan.
Sher Khan's good thing is they didn't lose any wicket. So Naveed Bhai or Abrar is the discussion now. Naveed Bhai, the captain.
The captain has
Will
the
go.
bowling and Shakiba goes as a keeper.
Razi Bhai will be targeting the point area where he plays, pushes the ball and steals 2 runs with his one of the fastest runner of ICI. Razi Bhai, he makes double out of the singles. So even if it is in the fielder's hand, he tried to run for 2nd run, and if he just doesn't look
And I
at
think
Razi
that
Bhai,
they're
he gives
missing
a
a
little
fielder
chance. he
out
will
there.
take
The
a
young
second.
talent player, they're missing a fielder, so I think they're trying to find him. And I think that's one reason why the fielders are going out to find him.
To find him,
Yeah, to find Akif.
Akif?
Yeah, Akif.
What happened to Akif?
And then I think they brought in a substitute fielder.
Okay, so they have 10. So only probably 4 or 5 teams have 10 players, and rest all have like
And
9
there he
players.
is, Akif is back.
Akif is back in the
Yeah,
field.
and that's what they were looking for.
Oh. First,
He can also give a phone call, he can give a Yorker, he can give any type of bowling.
Naveed Bhai again, another consistent bowler. You would see he will bowl at good length. Little short and
Good
good
pace,
length.
good length, good bowling.
Yeah. The batsman will face the balls on his knees or just in his thigh region is where Naveed Bhai bowls, and very consistent with that.
Chance of a run out, but this is it. And a misfield by Akif.
Akif in their first match, he's surprised by taking
Unbelievable catch.
catch of Adil.
He's also a talented fielder, which why they're putting him there because looking at last match, he took an unbelievable catch.
Mhm. So the bowler and batsman, they are from the same community of Tuscany. And Adnan Bhai, Adnan Bhai is trying to hit. How can this guy, my neighbor, can bowl good to me? So he is taking the charge and want to hit, and he's going against him again. The Tuscany versus Tuscany.
Yes. And looking at Aka unbelievable catch, he's also one of our.
Naveed Bhai is bowling like this is my own guy. I will not let him hit anything. So
Akif
that
feels
looks
it.
like a good
And
catch.
he's also part of the Tuscany community as well, and he feels it. Nicks it and runs for a single.
Good bouncer. Could have been called a wide if it was not played. Adnan Bhai looks like he is retiring. So retired head. Adnan is being replaced by Farooq.
Farooq, another talented batsman, Farooq.
Very
Yeah.
good all-rounder, Farooq Bhai.
So Turkey runs off 2 overs.
2 overs, it's a decent start.
Decent start.
Probably they want to target Abrar, but
Yes.
they want to make
And
at
as,
least
as
10 to
I
12
mentioned
runs.
him earlier, he's also another decent bowling.
See, that's
And
not
that's
how.
what I was talking about.
Even if the
And
ball,
that's a huge wicket.
even if the ball is in the slot, you should not go for it on the very first ball.
Yes. First wicket down for Sher Khan.
Farooq Bhai was an important wicket for them,
Yes.
but it's been replaced now by Rizwan Sheikh.
Another talented
Good
batsman.
talent.
And
Rizwan
he has
Bhai
been-
is the one like who doesn't take a lot of risk, and he can probably rotate the strike and make some ones and twos.
And then he'll hit when he needs to when the time comes.
Razibhai wanted a second run as he did in the first match, making ones into twos and twos into threes as well in the first match. There was no support to him from Rizwan Bhai. He was not at all interested in his call. He had to settle for a one, but Razi Bhai can hit and make some runs in this over. There we go with Akif reacting so late as he always does. But when he reacts, that's it, the ball is in his hand. But if he doesn't, like he just reacts so late,
He jumps it, makes a single run and he runs for the kill, but he doesn't. He's trying to get himself on strike and finish the game.
good bowling by Abrar.
It's
The first ball made the difference. the first ball for which they wanted to go against him.
Yeah.
So now they're taking less chances for huge gap on that leg side. Wondering
Yeah,
between
I see.
Fawaz and Shakil Bhai.
And whenever you know it's huge gap, that's when you should use it up wisely.
Targeting to him. He's discussing which bowler to bowl, Nasir or they have Shakil Bhai for power play, Nasir, and who is the other option they have? Kashif. Okay, Kashif is
yes.
the one they have. Probably Shahid Bhai would be the third option.
Abdul Nasir is also another option as well.
So Abdul Nasir is going to bowl this over, and then for the last over they will have to decide between Kashif and Shahid Bhai who can bowl. So this team has shown some good performance even though they lack a good sixth bowler.
Hits it and stops the.
Okay, that was nicely
Moise
stopped by
stops it.
Moise using his feet. Nasir is happy, is rejoicing the save, which looked like a definite 4. Moise saved it and saved 3 runs for his team. Here we go, Nasir to Rizwan.
Makes a single and puts ready on strike.
If the same ball, if you bowl to Razi, the ball that just Rizwan Bhai played, then he will definitely make it a 6. He will hit a 6 on that. So let's see what Nasir has to offer to Razi Bhai. There we go. The huge gap on the leg side that I was telling about. He can make use of that, and there
And he
goes.
hits a 6. And that's why I mentioned
you cannot
about earlier.
stop Razi for a long time.
Yes.